Hello, my name is Diego, and in this video, I'm going to help you learn 5 easy chords to quickly learn how to play thousands of songs. And that was in the style of the song Save Your Tears by The Weeknd. And I want to show you 5 easy chords that you can get under your playing, on your hands, and be able to, with this, practice using actual songs from YouTube. So one of the things that I like about this one is that they're fairly easy to understand. The piano is a beautiful instrument that to play chords, you pretty much to simplify it for this lesson, you can play one key yes, one key no, one key yes, one key no, and one key yes. In this case, C major will be the first one, C, E, and G. So if you look at it, I'm skipping D and I'm skipping F. Try to do this with fingers 1, 3, and 5. My thumb is finger 1, my pinky will be finger 5. And the reason is because it's a little bit better and it's going to be more consistent if you do it that way. Also keep your fingers curled and on the outside of the keys. So I want to show you, for example, directly there for that song, Save Your Tears, I want to show you 4 chords that are going to get you to play the majority of the song. You're going to do C, E, G for the first one, C major. You can see the name of the chord there at the top left corner. So maybe jot them down, put them on a paper. Also, we're going to be sharing sheet music for this. So check the description of the video for that. The second one is going to be A minor, A, C, and E. So I'm moving 2 keys to my left in this case to play A, C, and E. Now the next one is going to be E, G, B. You can move to the right and do E, G, B, fingers 1, 3, and 5 as well. And the last one, we're going to do GBD, which you can probably do here, GBD. So one thing that I will encourage you is to be able to play chords with both hands. But at the same time, you can also somewhat simplify by maybe playing just the thumb one on your left hand. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Now, they definitely take advantage of the ability of YouTube to slow down the song in the playback settings because the idea is to practice this with the actual song, so it sounds cool. But at the same time, maybe the song is a little bit fast for you. So feel free to slow it down or to also just do one hand at a time. And let me mention that if you're young, you may need to play this one note at a time. One, like that to just get your fingers used to it. So now another song that I want to try to show you is the song Girls Like You. Very similar pattern. I think we have a different chord, but let me see, where is it here on my settings? So I think it's this one. So now what this is going to have is going to be C major, C, E, G, GBD, A, C, E, and A minor, and F major. All of these have names, so it's important to recognize C, E, G as C major, GBD as G major, A, C, A, E, and F, A, C. So the last two will be A minor for A, C, and E, and F major for F, A, C. So on this one, the song is a little bit faster than when I'm playing it there, but it's definitely a great one. And pretty much the whole song only has those chords. There's a couple of moments that the song stops. So you just want to be aware because when it stops, you almost have to hold off and then start again with the progression. Progressions are almost cycles of chords, or like, I guess, strings of chords that you're like tying them up one to the next. So let's talk about one more song that I wanted to share with you guys. The next song that I want to share to you is I Got a Feeling, which of course very popular song that only has 3 in this case. So the chords are going to be G major, C major, and then E minor for the left hand, and you can go back to C major. So once you play with the song, you can do GBD, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. And on this one, you almost want to count so you know where you are, because not every song, the duration of the chords is going to be the same. And then back to C, G. But I want to show you a quick little tip that makes this even more like accessible to play literally thousands of songs, which is part of the reason that we're calling that, saying that in the title of the video. If I show you this, and I think this is fairly cool, I want to show you, let's say, Just the Way You Are by Bruno Mars. Now I'm playing a couple of black notes, and this one would be a little bit more challenging for someone that is starting out. So one thing that you can do, and definitely I would encourage you to check the keyboard that you have. This cannot be done with an acoustic piano, but it can be done with a keyboard. For mine, I can transpose it. So right now if I play a C, I'm getting a C on this other keyboard. So those two notes are the same note. When I transpose the keyboard, and you can check on your settings of your keyboard how to do that, I'm going to put it on +5. What that does is now when I play a C, I'm actually getting an F. So the note change is almost like what I'm pushing is the same, but the keyboard is outputting different notes. So you can use this to play songs that will be in a different key. It's almost like in a different family of notes. Still what I just showed you, but in a way that you can do the song. So for Just the Way You Are, if I play it here, and I have a pattern for this as well, let me see where it is. When I put the notes, I can we'll do C major. Then I believe it's A minor. So A, C, E, F, A, C. And then back to C major, C, D, G. So what's cool about this is certain songs may be a lot harder to play, especially if you are starting the process of playing piano, because black notes are a little bit thinner, a little bit more uncomfortable. So it's almost like with only 5 chords, you have access to literally thousands of songs. So the chords, to recap, are C major, C, G, A minor, A, C, E, F major, F, A, C, G major, G, B, D, and lastly an E minor, which would be E, G, B. And with those, you do have access to thousands of songs. Definitely check the description of the video. We're going to share some sheet music, and we're going to share a list of songs with the actual transpose, so that way you can practice not only the 3 that I showed you, but have access to other ones. Now, let me mention to conclude the video that it's not every song is going to have just 4 chords the whole song. Songs have bridges and other parts that the song changes. So you want to just be aware that like maybe what I'm showing you there won't fit for the whole song. And even if it only has 4 chords, sometimes the song stops and there's like a moment by the bridge that stops a little bit. So keep that in mind. But definitely I want to encourage you to practice with the actual songs, which will make it more fun, and at the same time will probably give you a very cool workout in the process of learning chords. I hope the video was helpful and that you learned something. Consider giving it a thumbs up. It really helps us out, and we definitely want to thank you for watching. We'll see you guys soon.